Last week, we made a really cool ski bike. We built this from some old parts, and when we tested it out, it worked really well. But we didn't hit any jumps with it. So in today's video, we're going to be using the igloo to make a jump specifically for the ski bike. We originally were thinking about riding the ski bike on the snow jump from our part 2 sledding video. But after looking at it a little closer, we saw that it could break the ski and we didn't want to risk doing that. So we went into the creative sides of our brains and came up with this idea. We used the igloo that we made in a video a few weeks ago as a sort of snow hill. We then had a ramp down the side that would give us enough speed for us to put a little kicker at the bottom. This kicker would be made to the size of the ski bike so that we are able to attempt jumping the bike in a way where we hopefully won't break it. With this plan all laid out, let's get to building this crazy feature. Building this giant ramp actually went pretty well. We had a good amount of snow, so it didn't take too long to build it up. The biggest problem we had was with how loose the snow was. It didn't pack at all and kept sliding and falling apart. This was most apparent when we attempted to pack and test it out with sleds. To combat this, we shoved some old pieces of plywood into the sides to catch some of the snow. This worked really well, and we later dumped around 10 gallons of water on the top to help solidify it. After dumping all the water on it, we had to wait about a half hour for it all to freeze. So while we were waiting, we tested the ski bike out on our first sledding course, and it actually worked pretty well. Something that made the ski bike a lot easier to ride was the addition of pegs as a spot to put our feet on. At the end of our last video, one of the cranks fell off, so we decided to just smack the other one off and put pegs on. Now that we've let the ramp freeze, it should be ready to send. This feature is really cool. It's super satisfying to ride and it has a nice balance of sketchiness. So right now we're walking back to the garage to fix a piece of the bike that broke off. It was a piece that connects the skis to the bike frame, and we just got to go back and replace it because it snapped.
2,000 years later.
Not only did the front truck break, but the foot pegs also got stripped out. This pretty much ended our riding of the ski bike for the day, as it made it super hard to ride. However, instead of calling it a day, we tested out the jumps with our sleds, which proved to be just as fun. If you enjoyed this video, then like, subscribe, and check out last week's video, which shows how we made the ski bike. And until next time, be sure to turn up the rad factor.